What do you know about 3D printing? In this video, we'll see an introduction to 3D printing for beginners. Stay tuned! 3D printing refers to a variety of processes in which a computer-operated machine creates three-dimensional objects by joining or solidifying material, typically layer by layer, until the whole object is complete. 3D printing is also commonly referred to as additive manufacturing. Even though the early years of the technology seemed to regard 3D printing as an expensive process only suitable for aesthetical prototypes, the technology behind additive 3D printing has evolved to an impressive scale in the last few years, lowering barriers and making it more popular and affordable to end users. There are different methods of 3D printing out there, but we will focus on FDM 3D printing because that's the most popular nowadays. FDM stands for Fused Deposition Modeling, which in practice means that a continuous stream of melted material, usually plastic filament, is extruded through a nozzle and is immediately solidified, fusing together with existing layers on the printing plate. It is a slow process, but the results can be quite impressive. There are many vendors out there offering 3D printers at different price ranges, from a couple $100s to a few thousands. I'm not gonna give you a specific advice on which printer to buy. That is a research you have to pursue on your own, depending on your budget and how much time you have to spare, since some of them are more plug and play than others. That being said, we have here a Prusa i3 MK3S, upgraded from MK3, and we are very happy with it. If you want something that is just plug and play, almost, as they usually still require some calibration anyways, you should consider buying a printer that is already assembled. They are more expensive, however, you will spare a lot of time and effort into putting together everything. Even with the best documentation, for beginners it's still quite hard to assemble everything right at first. It is definitely possible though, so if you want to spare some money and you are not in a hurry, meaning that you will have time and patience, more than anything, to assemble things carefully, you should go for the kit. We chose the Prusa MK3 kit, and we are glad we went for the kit because assembling the kit has taught us so much. The best thing about the kit is that it teaches you a lot about the machine, how it works, and the mechanics and the motors and everything. If something breaks, if something doesn't seem right, you will be in a much better place to understand what may have happened, and maybe you can fix it. In order to print something with a 3D printer, you'll need 3D printing filaments. These are typically sold in rolls and measured in weight. There are a lot of different brands and materials, the most popular being PLA. PLA is the most straightforward material to print. Other materials such as ABS can be quite difficult to print, requiring special conditions like a stable room temperature and a very hot print bed. Another good option that prints easily and offers a much higher resistance than PLA is PETG. PETG is suitable for things that shouldn't break easily and stuff that must endure higher temperatures or just being exposed outdoors. Other materials include flexible filament, copper infusion, and also other metals, carbon fiber, and many more. These are typically harder to print, serving special purposes. Three-D printing requires special software to turn the STL files we download from sites like My Manufacturer into actual G-code that is understood by your 3D printer. The process of turning an STL into G-code is called slicing. That's because the program will slice the model into very thin layers. A popular slicing program is Slicer, and there is also the Prusa Slicer for those who own Prusa printers, either original or derivative ones. To create original models, you can use a 3D modeling software. There are many to choose from. FreeCAD is one of my favorites because it's open source and runs well on Linux. You can also create 3D models programmatically with a software like OpenSCAD that allows you to write code and turn that into a real 3D printed object. I hope you have enjoyed this introduction to 3D printing video, and to see more videos like this, please show your support by subscribing to the channel and liking this video, leaving a comment and sharing with your friends. See you next time!